Hi everybody, I'm Mark McLean. Shave time. Yes, shave of the day is what we're doing, and I'm ready for a shave. Even though it hasn't been but say maybe two days, a 2-day shave. Beard growth isn't really that thick or hazardous, but it's getting in there, and I'm starting to, the 5 o'clock shadow's turning into about a 6:30, a 6:30 shadow. I am going to be using a really sweet razor today because it's time for me to break out my straight razor. I don't shave daily with a straight razor, and I try not to shave daily with a double edge. Some days I use a single edge razor, and I like to rotate as just whatever turns my crank. I'm not on a set strict regimen where I have to say, well, hey, today is Tuesday, that means I must shave with X razor or this razor or whatever. I'm not like that. Life is too precious to be conformed or confined, shall I say, and then later have to conform to a schedule of that magnitude. I am disabled as far as my career is concerned. I can't work, so why should I have a schedule to dictate to me anything as far as life goes on a regular basis? I want to try and enjoy what I have. I truly enjoyed my career when I was in radio and TV broadcasting, 1977 to 2005, and I did every job there was to do except owner. But I really enjoyed it. I loved it. And, people always say if you love what you do, you never work a day in your life. And that's the way it was. However, I cannot sit nor can I stand for 4 hours doing an on-air board show any longer. I can't do that. In fact, right now my back is hurting, and it's actually dictating to me the certain days that I can do my shaves, because a lot of mornings I want to get up and do a shave of the day, but my back is hurting so bad I can't. And I don't complain to you guys because I don't want you knowing my problems. It's not that I don't want you knowing. It's not that I care about you knowing. It's just I don't want you thinking that that's all that old bastard does is bitch about his back, and I'm getting sick and tired of watching him on them YouTube videos. I don't want that happening, so I try not to mention it. So we're not going to dwell on it. No, we're not going to dwell on it. We're just going to say that certain days I can't do as many shaves as I'd like to do, because of other circumstances that preclude me from continuing with a happy smile on my face. And if I don't have a happy smile on my face, something's wrong, because I like smiling, and it takes fewer muscles to smile. It's much more difficult to frown. So today's razor is a nice shiv. This is from a prison, y'all. This is a toothbrush turned into a shank. Yeah, and no, I'm joking, guys. This is a toothbrush holder, though. That part is right. And this is a toothbrush. Neither has anything to do with the fact that I turned this toothbrush holder into a nice razor holder. This was an idea given to me by my buddy Mike Baker. And so I am running with that idea. I like that idea. It works really nicely. It holds this beautiful Wade and Butcher 9/16 straight razor. Look at that, baby. It's like brand new from 1903, I believe. I think that was the year. It's been a while since I've checked. But see the intricate detail right there. And look at the sweet polish, how clean it is. And it's not covered with rust spots or chips or a rolled edge. It's nothing like that. It's like brand new, and it in fact has a brand new set of scales on it. And I love these scales with a beautiful white ivory insert on the tip right there, as you can see. And I like it. These are really some awesome scales, and I'm really proud of this razor because I got it restored myself. I didn't do the restoration work because I don't know exactly how to do it, and I'm not sure where to get the equipment either, but I could probably do it if I had the time or the patience, but I don't, obviously. It is 3 o'clock in the morning. Got my wife off a little while ago to work, that is. Got her off to work. No, she doesn't work, but she goes and helps her 3 brothers and visits with them, so that's a good thing, right? Life is really short, folks, and I've come to focus a lot on that lately and realize that it's even more short than I thought about. So I'm getting ready to go visit my uncle in Hot Springs, Arkansas. My wife and I are going. In fact, we're leaving tonight. We're going to Hot Springs, Arkansas to visit my Uncle Bob and my lovely Aunt Sharon. And hopefully I'll get to see my cousins, Missy and Robbie. And I haven't seen those guys in many years, but it's something that my wife and I wanted to do. So we talked to my uncle about it, and he's been trying to get us to come for a long time now. So we're going to go visit there. I'm looking forward to that. Plus, something else on the agenda for my wife to enjoy is they have these a diamond mine, and also they have another gym, and it's like a gem field or a mine as well. So it's got all kinds of gems and oh man, some beautiful, beautiful stones and all kinds of different geodes that you can crack open yourself and get the beautiful crystals out and look at them and enjoy and have some fun. And that's what we're going to be doing the next few days. I need a little extra time off for number one. That's right. You got to take a little time off for yourself from time to time. Right now I've got some pre-shave oil on. You notice my face all shining up and looking nice. Today I am going to show you my EDC of the day before we get into the shave of the day. How about a double whammy? Wow. No, they're different, but they look very similar. Both of these are Benchmade knives. In fact, you can see the Benchmade butterfly right there on both of these, right? Yeah, Benchmade knives. This one is the Mel Pardue design, and this one is the Bob Lum design. Those guys are some awesome knife makers, and they designed these 2 blades for Benchmade. When I say blades, I'm not referencing the actual blade itself. I mean the knives. This one is called the Ambush. You push the, see that, the little slide right there, and it comes down. Hear it snap into place, and that gives it sort of a, I guess not really necessarily a blade assist, but a little extra bump to it, or oomph, so to speak. So watch. See how I just barely clicked it and it popped out? Now, if you put a little oomph behind that, it's like this. I mean, big time. So it's almost like a spring assist, but it's not a spring. It's not spring loaded. It's a blade assist. And I like that. Yeah, that's the Ambush. This one is my Bob Lum design. I love this one too. Onslaught, the full-size Benchmade Onslaught. They have a mini Onslaught, a little bit smaller, but I like this one because of the size, the way it fits my hands. And this, you pull these back, watch, and the blade falls. See that? You can hold them in and it will just free fall back and forth. Use the thumb hole. Yeah, that's a typical Spyderco trait, but on this particular knife, it's not. They're using it on the Benchmade Onslaught. That makes it perfect for the Spyderco flick, as they call it. And it also makes it perfect for those of you who have to work outside and you have gloves on, you can actually open this knife with gloves, and you don't have to worry about removing your gloves or taking the gloves off. You just use the thumb hole, and it helps you to open up the knives. Those are my EDC knives I'm carrying today on my person. And the brush I'm going to be using today for my shave of the day is a Dennis Coluccio. Yeah, silver tip badger, finest grade silver tip badger, 24 millimeters, ebony oak wood, right there. Hand turned at his studio in Cherry Valley, upstate New York. Speaking of brushes, I wanted to run this by you guys. I got this given to me, this knot, and from the looks of it, it looks similar to like a Sunrise synthetic. That's what I believe it is. When I got it, it had a smell to it. I don't know why, but I got rid of the smell, and I cleaned it all up, and it's ready to go. But I don't have one of these, a handle to fit it. This won't fit. It almost looks like it would, but no, it's not going to fit. And I have hollowed this part out somewhat. This was an old brush that my buddy Brian Powell Jr. gave me a long while back. And so I thought maybe I could, it had a bad knot in it, and I thought I could remove the knot. But if I remove any more of the wood, it's going to start splintering and splitting the sides. So any suggestions, or any of you guys have anything I might could put on this particular knot instead of this particular handle? Let me know if so. Okay, we're into our shave of the day. I have my bowl of water getting hot right here. And this metal bowl is really excellent at transferring heat, so I've got it in hot water. The soap I'm using today is from Sterling Soap Company. Sterling, I like these guys. Yeah, you see that, don't you? Iced pineapple. I'm almost tempted to have a bite of it, you know? I like pineapple. It's one of my favorites. In fact, I bought, believe it or not, I bought a pineapple drink last night at the store. Fanta. You know Fanta orange? Fanta makes a pineapple drink as well. And I got one of those. And when I recently went to visit another sister-in-law, this is a completely different side of the family in Arkansas. I went to help her relocate to Kentucky. In fact, she's near me now and my neighbor. So when I went to help her move, I was fortunate enough to see some crush, you know, the orange crush. They had all kinds of different crushes that we don't have here locally. There were so many, I can't recall them all. In fact, there was, in particular, I know there was a pineapple crush. Of course, the orange crush that I like, and they also had some grape crush, some peach crush. I'd never seen the peach crush before, but I brought it to my wife. And they had some others that I can't recall right now, but that's beside the point. I just wanted to throw that out there and let you guys know how much I like pineapple. So I had a pineapple crush, and last night I got a pineapple Fanta. And this is the iced pineapple from Sterling. I've only used a couple of these guys' soaps in my life, just a couple, and I'm looking forward to this one. I'm going to stick the entire piece of sample, or it's actually a sample, inside my bowl. I'm going to stick my silver tip badger bristles inside the hot water and allow it to just soften a bit. But yeah, this is more or less a sample. It's just sort of like a piece that was shaved right down fairly thin, or fairly thinly, and stuck inside the plastic. So my buddy Lauren Lear sent me that, and I wanted to say thanks to Lauren for allowing me to sample this particular soap. I have honestly never tried that soap before. I think I tried one other Sterling in my day, just one. I don't recall any other Sterling soaps that I've tried, but I can't even remember the name of the soap I tried, but it was a Sterling brand soap. So, with that being said, I will continue loading up this brush, okay? Let's just load it up. And that particular sample is going to last a long, long time. I know it will. Since I didn't have something to hold the soap in, I'm having to use my bowl or my mug, whatever you want to call it. So what I'm going to do is reach over here at the cabinet and pull out my Paul Revere bowl. There you go. That way, after I've gotten this loaded up, which I think is fairly loaded right now, I'm going to transfer over to this bowl, and that way I can just add my water to it without having the puck or the piece of soap in the bottom, okay? All right, now I'm just sort of adding a little water to it and stirring it around and around and around. This is a 24 millimeter knot, guys. 24 millimeter is, I guess, probably one of my standards that I've preferred early on when I first started out wet shaving. I like it. It's a good size. Perfect for you guys if you're just starting out wet shaving. You're looking for a good size knot. The knot, of course, for those of you that don't know, is this. This is the knot. That's the knot. They call that the knot, K-N-O-T. Or is it two T's? Doesn't matter. As long as you say it, right? You can spell it N-O-T. I don't care. All right, this one is looking good. And man, look at this copious amount of soap. Look at that lather. And yes, definitely pineapple. I like pineapple, I really do. And in fact, my wife will buy me pineapple at the store. And we will take the pineapple, or she will take the pineapple, and just cut out a big circle right out of the center. And then she will cube it for me. And I love that. I love it when she cubes it like that. So after she cubes it up, then I will take it and eat it up. What about you guys? What about you guys? Are you into any particular foods? What's your favorite? I like to talk to you guys and find out what's what's going on in your life and what kind of things you're into. If you have any unique hobbies, I'd like to see. I wish you would make videos, but if I can't talk you into doing that, at least talk to me about it and fill me in. Let me know. Got a bunch of good friends. I'm very appreciative of all of you guys. By the way, I was going to say, for those of you that won during the recent contest, all of those were sent out, the prizes, and also we did have a couple of consolation prizes given away to a couple of people who were more or less second in line. I just wanted them to have something. So I don't want to spoil it or ruin it for you guys, but I will tell you this. The prize that I sent out for that took a little bit longer because I made it myself. I'm not bragging, I'm just saying that's why it took so long to, if you're watching and you said, well, I thought y'all did that back when, and how come you haven't just now got the consolation prizes shipped out? Well, number one, I didn't have to ship out any consolation prizes. I just did that on my own. But number two, I wanted to do something special, and I wanted it to be special. So I handmade the consolation prizes myself. In fact, I'll show you in just a little bit, because these guys should probably have already gotten them in the mail. And if you didn't, then you may want to pause this video if you don't want me to ruin it for you. Okay? Man, I like the soap. It's really a great lather. The texture is just perfect. I just got to do this right here. I mean, I love it. Look at this. Now that's a great lather right there. I mean, look at that. Wow. I mean, that is fantastic. It's magnificent. I really like that. So I just had to get some and smear it around a little bit more. I like that. Some people don't prefer using a lot of soap, especially when they're using a straight razor. You know, I've got a beard, so my shave of the day is a little bit different than what most others may be as far as trimming and things of that nature goes. I was just noticing my Toys for Tots shirt just happened to have this on. This is a coincidence, a sad coincidence. If you recall, you probably saw a video last year around the same time. My wife and I, we volunteer and help out in the community anytime we can. So our sister-in-law, my sister-in-laws, she does a Toys for Tot drive and gets all these toys for the kids that otherwise wouldn't have much for Christmas. And so she does that, and she helps some other people out who do the same thing. They have a giant heart, and they are helping a lot of people out there, especially kids, and especially moms and dads who need the help or assistance. So they get together every year and they have a big feast. I mean, a huge feast. And it's so awesome. These people are genuine too, great-hearted people, and they are giving from the bottom of their hearts. And last year, I mean, we had I know there were at least 6 or 7, maybe 8 or more giant boxes. I'm talking this tall, from my chin down to my feet, and I'm 5'9.5" up to there. Oh, I didn't know they stacked bullshit that tall. No, I heard that, guys. That's not funny. Now that ain't funny, man. What y'all messing with me like that for? That ain't funny. Okay, back to what I was saying. 5'9.5", and that's up here. So the boxes were about right here, I think, maybe a little lower, and they were this wide and squared. I couldn't pack the box if I had to, and it was filled with toys. I say it. That was just one of, like I said, 8 or 9 or 10 or so. I'm not sure how many boxes there were. There were so many just filled up. I mean, it was awesome. Wow. I just noticed something. Also, I was going to say, this year, my wife got sick. Yesterday, we were going shopping. And, of course, we're still following through with our helping out as far as donating toys go. But we were on the way to the store to get toys for the kids, and my wife got sick. Well, she was actually sick first thing yesterday morning when she went in to help her buddies out. So, anyway, she had a fever last night, so we didn't get to go. Oh, wow, this is nice. That's what I was getting at. We didn't get to go, and I hate that, but, yeah, it happens, you know. All right, I just don't want to cut into my beard. So, unfortunately, since we didn't get to go, I guess I'm wearing this shirt. I didn't realize it, but I am wearing this shirt to help promote Toys for Tots. Well, a lot of good whiskers there, if you can see that. Yeah, to help promote Toys for Tots. If you have a Toys for Tots in your area, then please help them out. I'm going to give, maybe a phone number or an email address down below of how you can help out our local Toys for Tots. Or better yet, look up the Toys for Tots in your area. Look it up online, and it should be a quite simple search to do. Just Google it, okay? And I was going to say earlier, I noticed something about this shave. I noticed now what the word ice is. It's really a cool feeling. I mean, cool sensation. It's like I don't know. I didn't read it. So it may be menthol. I don't smell menthol or eucalyptus, but it's something in there that makes it cool. And that's where the iced part, I guess, comes in. I was just checking out the beard line, and that looks pretty decent, actually, right there. So I'm going to do the sideburns. Nice. So, it just sort of caught me off guard. I wasn't expecting it to, that being the ice. I just thought of that as a nice, cool name, and it's even, it goes beyond just being a cool name. It's cool on your face and on your skin. All right, swapping over to the opposite side, doing the downward pass now, trying to keep those glasses out of the way. And yes, I did strop. Oh, wow. And then I just take that off because I have to check my beard line to see where I'm cutting. I don't want to gap it or go too far down or not go far enough either. So you got to do that, you know. I'm going to check this side. Right here on the sideburns. All right, that's nice. So that's what our uneventful evening was. I mentioned earlier we had an uneventful evening yesterday, and that's, I'm afraid, what it was. It was very uneventful. We couldn't go through with what we had planned. And that's too bad. By the way, I did get a haircut, finally, haircut. Definitely was needing one. I got my beard thinned out as well. I'm not really fond of a smaller razor like this, but I am really fond of a Wade and Butcher, and it's a beautiful razor, but it's a 9/16, and it is what it is, you know. I accept it as that. I may end up trading it off to someone else if you guys want, or I may sell it. I would have to get $220 for it if you wanted it. That's just what I've got in it. But I would like to trade it for a larger handled, larger blade, like a, oh man, especially like an 8/8 would be nice. If you've been wanting a Wade and Butcher, like brand new, from the early 1900s. Oh, righty, righto. Now I'm going to relather, recoat just a bit. And I did strop. Here's living proof, just to show you. I did strop. There's my strop. This, by the way, is a number 30 Latigo, 3-inch wide strop, and I like it. Really nice. Handcrafted in the USA. Born in the USA. Yeah. A lot of copyright infringement going on there, boys and girls. Man, these Pudlow police with YouTube is just ridiculous. They always send me if they hear something in the background. I mean, seriously, it's like, oh, I thought I heard some the Beach Boys in the background over there. Was that what that was? No, that wasn't it. That wasn't it at all. Well, it sounded sort of like, now that I think of it, Marvin Gaye. Yeah, that's a ticket. It's all coming back to me now. Gosh. I mean, you would think they had a lot more on their hands to worry about the big guys, but nah. It's those little guys that's not making but about 20 cents a year. 20 cents a year. That's not even worth my time. I don't do this for money. You think I get paid for this? Nah. I just do this because I like people and I like sharing my life. And it's sort of pleasurable to be able to talk on a forum like this, and especially after being so used to broadcasting and telecasting on TV and radio like I was previously. So it's more or less an outlet, I guess, or to give me something to do, and it works for me. Whatever works for you, good luck. I hope you do what you're happy with. If you don't, shame on you. You better enjoy life. Yeah, it could be snatched up really quick. You sure could. Just like that one day. What one day, huh? Oh, intrigued are you? I'll show you. Okay, just like that one day. Well, I'll make sure I get them straight because I got so many of them. Oh, here we go. The one day that, you see that big scar? I was driving to work, getting ready to do an afternoon drive show on 93.3, the Rabbit Station, WKYQ. And all of a sudden, I just had like my left eye go blind. It just went blind. Completely. If you've heard this story before, it's in one or two other videos, I guess. But, as I was saying, on the way to work, left eye goes blind. I had to compare it, cover it up back and forth to see what was up. I thought I was surely imagining things, but no, I wasn't imagining. So what had happened was I had a clot break loose, and it dissolved behind my retina, luckily. It lodged behind my retina, where it then dissolved. So therefore it was a temporary blindness, and it didn't stay that way, of course. It was just temporary, luckily. But after that, emergency surgery found out 90% blockage in my left carotid artery. And the doctor said, you should be a vegetable in a nursing home somewhere right now, quote unquote, or you should be 6 feet under somewhere, my friend. Exactly what he said. I said, yeah? He said, yes. I'm not joking. He said, that clot was centimeters away from your brain. It was on the way. Luckily, it got diverted somehow, and it took a left at Albuquerque and dissolved behind my retina. So you better believe that that I enjoy life. I do. Now you know why. And if you don't, like I said, shame on you. I really think you should. I really think you should reevaluate if you're not enjoying life. If it's a pain in the butt every day that you get up, then start over. Yeah. Start over. Take my advice, my friends. Life is short. It really is. Truly short. Okay, I'm going to do the upward pass on my neck right now. I pretty much got it with that one pass because it was fairly thin before. It wasn't about a day and a half's shave growth. So, just out of the blue, my wife and I decide we're going to Arkansas to visit my uncle. And we're going to go to the diamond mine and the gemology field, or whatever they call it. They got two different areas we're going to. Wow, that was a clean shave. Really, really a clean shave today. I like that. That's it, baby, baby, baby. Wow, got a good shave out of that one. And it smells like pineapple. I like that. And it's cool and breezy because it's iced pineapple. Oh, wow. Pretty sweet. I like that. Sterling soap. Pretty decent. If you're a pineapple fan, you're going to like this. I promise you that. Seems like my buddy Rich was shaving with Rich. I believe Rich shaved with that recently. I'm almost positive he shaved with some of that stuff. Iced pineapple. In fact, I believe that was when I first heard of it, was with my buddy Rich, and then my buddy Lauren Lear sent me that sample so I'd be able to shave with Rich. Have you shaved with Rich yet? Shaving with Rich. Check him out. You'll be glad you did. He's a good guy and a good friend. There's a lot of good guys and good friends in the wet shaving community. And I really honestly hope that you'll take the time to meet them like I have. Get on a one-on-one basis. Get to know these guys and gals personally. And also I have to say a special hello and thank you to my another buddy, Monica Gillum with Vanulay Soap of the Gods. She's a sweetheart and a great friend. And I am grateful to be able to know her. And the post-shave I'm using today is mine. It's Blimey. Yeah, the label is Blimey. It had a lot better days, but not today is not one of them. Yeah, the label, I destroyed this early on, and that's why I put it on my version, so other people could have the good version. But this is Captain Hunter's Scents of the Seven Seas, Blimey, Bay Rum and Lime. And it's made with some good stuff. Aloe vera, witch hazel, argan oil, red castor extracts, liquids, silk, essential oils, and fragrances. It goes on and on. If it's for your face, it's going to be in here almost. I'm almost positive with that. And another good thing is it's not filled with alcohol. So when you put it on, it's not going to sit there and start stinging and say, oh, Lordy, help me. It's burning in my face. Because it's not. It's not going to do that. And the good thing about it is, after you put that on, it's already got so much stuff for your face and your skin. I don't have to put on any post-shave balm because I've already reached hoe status. I am there. Hoe status. Thank you guys for watching. From one captain to another, I do gratefully thank you all for being here. Subscribe if you haven't already. I will sub back. Pay it forward every chance you get, guys and gals. Okay? Peace.